Well, welcome everybody once again to another interview here at Odin Noticias. This week we have the absolute honor to be speaking to Kevin Doxzen, a collaborator at the Innovative Genomics Institute, which is working with an incredible technology which we'll be speaking about today, CRISPR-Cas9. Kevin, thank you so much for having us. It is a true honor to be speaking with you.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
So the first question we'd like to know is, how is a day in the Innovative Genomics Institute? Is it as we would imagine from media portrayals of gene editing facilities, or is it completely different?
It's a fairly normal institute. I guess researchers aren't coming in and mixing chemicals, and discoveries are made every day, but science is a very long, laborious process with a lot of failures, but also exciting successes. So at the Innovative Genomics Institute, it's great because we have a mixture of a lot of scientists. So we have agricultural researchers studying wheat, cacao, rice. Then we have biomedicine researchers studying sickle cell disease and blindness. And then we have technology researchers. So how can we make CRISPR-Cas9 more effective in whatever uses? And then we also have humanities researchers. So what's the impact of this technology on society? So it's a very collaborative, exciting environment.
That seems really interesting. But now let's talk about the technology itself. What is CRISPR-Cas9? How does this technique work?
Yeah, so CRISPR-Cas9, it's inherently a bacterial immune system. So over the course of millions of years, nature has evolved this exciting immune system that bacteria use to defend themselves against viruses. So viruses infect bacteria the same way they infect humans, but bacteria have a very unique immune system called CRISPR, which stands for Clustered Regularly Interspaced Short Palindromic Repeats. So it's a mouthful. But what this system does is that when a virus infects a bacteria, it injects its DNA inside, and then these CRISPR proteins go to the viral DNA and cut out small bits of it, and then put that into the genome of the bacteria as kind of a memory, so like a vaccination card. And then when the virus comes back, the bacteria is able to then recognize it and cut up the DNA. And so what researchers have done is they've analyzed and studied this immune system, and they realized that they could use these CRISPR proteins, which are like small molecular scissors, and then they can program them so that you can target whatever sequence of DNA you want. And so CRISPR now, researchers are using to cut DNA in corn, cut DNA in humans, and kind of engineer DNA.
And when was CRISPR-Cas9 first discovered? How was this discovery first made?
So CRISPR, it goes all the way back to the 1980s. So it's been decades of research studying this bacterial immune system, and it's an international effort. So researchers from across the world have really made a lot of progress in studying these bacteria. But it was about in 2012 when researchers really made the big step in understanding how they could use these proteins to target DNA and thus use it as a technology tool.
And now, how can we actually apply these new technologies? What benefits will humanity get from using CRISPR-Cas9? Because it seems amazing to talk about gene editing, but we would like to know, how can we actually use it?
That's a great question. So there's a lot of uses. And if you talk to a lot of researchers, I hear that they tell you that the biggest jump in advancements, at least in the near future, is going to be in agriculture. So historically, breeding plants to get a certain trait takes a long time. But now researchers have this tool that they can then engineer the DNA of various crops. If you want to make a certain crop resistant to a fungus or a virus. So we're interested in cacao here because it gets infected with a certain kind of fungus. And so now we're able to engineer the plant so that it won't get wiped out from these viruses and fungus. So that's one application. But then a lot of people are also interested in how might this be used in the human body. So 2018 is an exciting year because that's really kicking off some of the first clinical trials for use of CRISPR to treat human genetic diseases. And so these initial trials, one includes sickle cell anemia, which is caused from one mutation in the entire human genome.
Okay.
So the human genome is 3 billion base pairs. So finding one mutation and all of that is difficult, but now that we have this technology, people are excited to edit these stem cells that create red blood cells that lead to sickle cell anemia using CRISPR technology. And then people are also using it to treat cancer. A lot of researchers are hoping to use this to treat things like Huntington's disease, blindness, nerve diseases, a lot of stuff.
Now that is truly amazing, and we would like to know, how far along is research on this matter? Will it take an entire lifetime for CRISPR-Cas9 to be actually capable of curing these types of diseases you mentioned, or is it extremely close?
So I would say it's extremely close. So clinical trials are starting up this year, some in the US, some in China, some in Europe. But that's only for a certain set of diseases. And clinical trials last a while, multiple years. Oh, look, we have a gift right here. I'm back with Cas9.
Oh, that's good.
There we go.
That's awesome.
I wanted to get this because it really helps show. This is the protein I've been talking about.
Okay.
And it's exciting because if you look at this protein, which is the white part, this DNA is the blue part. And so we often use this model to help explain how this works because it really shows how the protein clamps onto the DNA. And this little orange part inside is RNA. And that's what the researchers use to program the protein to find whatever sequence it wants. And so this is Cas9, exciting. But like you were saying, how soon will people be able to use this to treat diseases? And in order to use Cas9 to treat something like Huntington's disease, right now it's in mouse models. So people are testing it out, see how it will work on the brains of mice. And to go from there to a human takes years, takes a lot of testing to make sure it's safe and effective. And so it could be within the next decade, you'll see Cas9 being used to treat a lot of different diseases. But that's also just for a small group of people to really have the impact to really use this technology to treat society. That also includes things like health insurance and things that are outside of technology. To truly have this technology reach people and make it affordable, you also need to revamp the healthcare system.
Of course, but as you mentioned, this is not a lone effort. This is not just one institution, but various institutes across the world, right?
Across the entire world, researchers plus doctors. It's a huge effort, yeah.
And now when listening to everything related to CRISPR-Cas9, it seems out of this world, something amazing for the future of humanity. However, we would like to know if there's any downsides towards this technology. Is there anything the public should know about CRISPR-Cas9 that maybe gets ignored with all the awesome possibilities of it?
There's a couple things. So, like I said, people are really excited for this technology and how it might personally impact them. A lot of people know someone in their family who has a genetic disorder. So I think having society really encourage lawmakers to change the healthcare system so that it can reach the largest number of people possible is important. Researchers are also interested in how this technology can be used in other organisms, like mosquitoes. So some people are doing research looking at how you can introduce Cas9 into a mosquito. And this technology is called a gene drive. And why people are interested in this is because they're hoping to eradicate things like malaria. So I won't go into all the details about it, but essentially you would release an edited mosquito into the wild and it'll mate with all the other mosquitoes, and in doing that, transmit this trait such that the mosquitoes can no longer carry malaria. And this is an important topic because you can imagine if you introduce an edited mosquito in the wild, you might not know what happens, right? Nature can be unpredictable. Ecosystems are really balanced and fragile. And so the topic of introducing gene-edited animals into the wild, although it can maybe eradicate malaria, which would save millions of lives, it also has parts of it that are unpredictable. That no matter what kind of models we make, we might not be able to truly understand the impact of releasing an edited organism into the wild.
But definitely when speaking about the future of CRISPR-Cas9, out of this interview, we can conclude that it's not only this research and investigation, but it's also going to have to adapt new laws towards this. The healthcare system is going to have to adapt. It's going to be a complete change, right?
Yeah. And that's why at the Innovative Genomics Institute, we fund projects that look at the societal impact. So we're really interested in how different cultures view gene editing, right? Every culture views DNA differently. Every culture views what it means to be human differently. And so the societal impact of this technology is really important to study and understand. And this technology is being developed in the labs, but it truly takes communication between the researchers, the lawmakers, and society to find the best use and balance of the various applications.
Of course, and now I am sure that everybody watching this interview can agree that CRISPR-Cas9 seems amazing. So I would like to ask, is there any place you would recommend that our audience right now may go to learn more about CRISPR-Cas9, or even support the research performed at your institute?
Yeah, so, well, I'm a little biased, but I think our website is a great source of information. So innovativegenomics.org, and we have a section called the Multimedia Library. So if you're interested in seeing videos, molecular animations, listening to podcasts, we compile a lot of our favorite podcasts, articles. So that's a great resource. We're also working with scientific artists, and we're writing our own paragraphs so that teachers, if they want to teach this subject in their biology classes, we're trying to create materials for that. We also have a program called Ask a Scientist. So if you're a high schooler out there and you're writing a report about CRISPR, we can connect you with a CRISPR expert, and they can Skype with you, they can email with you. So we've used that program to talk with researchers or high school students from across the world. So England, Australia, South America. So yeah, I think our website has a lot of great resources if people want to hop on over.
Well, thank you so much, Kevin.
You had mentioned if they want to donate to the research. I think if you are interested in donating money, I think the best avenue would be to go to some of these family support groups. So a lot of these diseases are rare genetic diseases. And a lot of these rare genetic diseases have their own foundations. And so if you're interested, if there's a particular genetic disease that you're passionate about, or you know someone who has that, you might want to look into what foundations are out there that are specific for that disease. And I think that your money might go the farthest and have a great impact if you go over there.
Well, thank you so much, Kevin. It was a true honor speaking with you. And there you have it, CRISPR-Cas9, a technology that is truly revolutionizing the world. Thank you so much, Kevin.